Above Average crew, it's your girl Danielle here, and here at Average Black Girl, we are the marketing resource center for everyone that needs to grow and scale their business through marketing, whether that is getting your templates or going through a course or booking a one-on-one strategy with me. We are going to get you together so that you can focus on making sense out of marketing. Now, before we get started, I want to talk to you guys about those that are creating. I'm getting a lot of questions in DMs about, what is the process? How do I get it out of my head and into the ether? And let me tell you, if it's not out, it doesn't count. That's the first mentality that you have to have. I don't care if you are 100 pages in. If it's not released and you're not pre-selling, it doesn't matter, and you can't get mad when someone else releases something that is the exact same thing or whatever it is. You need to get the thing out of your head and into the space. And if you're one of those people that are really struggling on that, stay tuned. I'm going to talk about procrastination in another video, but today is just all about getting the thing out. So the first thing you want to figure out is, what is your title and what is the topic that you're talking about? Now, a lot of times people feel like when they're writing a book that it has to be something that is their story. So let me be the first to say, I don't believe that everybody has a story to tell. I know everybody's like, girl, you got a story to tell. Somebody needs to hear this. This is why you went through this. I don't believe that that's the case. I think that you can definitely volunteer and help people in small groups, but the world doesn't want to hear about your story. The world doesn't really care unless you are a notable figure. So understand that and then move forward with that mentality. If I am not a notable figure, if I do not have a Beehive or a Michelle Obama fan base, then people are not going to care about your story. And so take the ego out of your book and stop making it all about you. Make it about your audience, make it about you. This is why my books sell. My books sell because I make books that are for the benefit of other people. I've even made books for demographics that I'm not even in. And that's okay, because it's not about me. It's about me providing a book or a service or a product or a course that's going to benefit my audience and not just be all about me and how great I am and what I did and all that stuff. That is not how you sell, unless you are a notable figure. Other than that, people just don't care. People are like, okay, but what is it for me? So you can do a mix. I've seen people do a mix of, I'm going to tell you a story, but each suggestion or each example is going to be about me, but I'm telling a lesson or something that you can implement for you. And that's where we get a lot of confusion. And it shouldn't take years for you to make it either. This should be a topic or whatever that that is about you and your expertise, or you can outsource it, right? That's going to be the first thing. So figure out who your audience is and make sure that they can benefit from it and that it's just not for you and for your ego. Someone needs to hear that. They did. Because that's why I took so long in making my books, because I thought that that's what I needed, and I just felt like I don't want to go through the whole storytelling process. It seemed long and drawn out. And I don't want to be one of those people that do all this work and then nobody wants to buy, because who cares, right? People are buying my stuff because it's about them. I'm teaching them how to grow and pick a business and pick a product and market and sell. They don't care about how I did it. They want to know what you did. Cannot they do it too? Which is fair, which is valid. Which is valid. So get that out your head now. So now that you have your topic, so what I say is, and I do this in my book, so if you don't have my book, you want to go ahead and get this now. But in the book, we write down, what is your genius? You need to figure out what are things that you're good at. And if there's something that you want to do and you're not good at, then you need to figure out who is going to be writing this for you, who's going to be designing this for you. You can definitely outsource it. There are life coaches and designers and authors that do nothing but write different books and create journals and stuff. You just need to figure out who they are. Then you want to go ahead and figure out, once you have the genius and stuff, what is the topic, what is the overall theme, right? If you're doing a journal, is it going to be a self-care journal, a money management journal, a shopping journal, a girl boss journal, a mom boss, a father-son workbook, a father-son journal, an exercise journal, a grief journal? There's so many things that you can create and that you can do, but you have to get in the mind frame of figuring out what that is. Then you can start doing your research. Well, okay, I'm talking about self-care. Maybe I'm going to just talk about mindfulness or mindset, or I want to talk about maybe 10 or 15 or 50 different mindset routines that you can do. There's so many ways that you can plan it and put it out, but it just all depends. If you're a wellness coach or a life coach or talking about mindset, then you're going to want to do those things. If you're in another level where you're talking about money management, then you're going to have something else. But you want to figure out what that looks like for you and then start pushing that and start then talking about it. But you want to figure out what that looks like. And so you can make multiple versions. You can make multiple lessons. You can make multiple continuing ons. There's so many things that you can do. Like for me with my book, I can then make another book all about how to hit your sales goals, right? Now that I have the foundation, I can say, now that you have your product and stuff, I'm going to make another one all about finance and money mindset and being able to be productive each day without overwhelming yourself. Like that can be a whole nother book. Then I can have another one just about Pinterest marketing. Then I can have another one if I want all about mindfulness. Then I can have another one about self-care, because self-care for the entrepreneur, self-care for the girl boss or the business boss or whatever. There's so many things that I can do for that I think will be super beneficial for my target audience, because I know who they are. And so you're going to want to know that as well. And then you just want to spend the time content creating. Now, Canva sometimes misses, or I say doesn't see some of my spell checks. So sometimes I will then just write everything in a Word document with Grammarly on so that they can kind of check everything, and then I can copy and paste. Boom. Now, the last thing that you want to do is you want to make sure if it's an ebook that it's typable. So to type it, you want to use PDF Escape. They are great because they allow for a large file. You're gonna have to pay, it's not the free version, but if you're using something that's like over 90 pages, 100 pages, something like that, you're gonna wanna use PDF Escape, and you're gonna have to bump it up a version, and it actually saves them so that you can, add more pages if you want, delete some pages without having to delete or start all over. And that is what I did, and people love it because people can type in it. There's so many things that they can do, and they don't have to print it out, which is saving them money. And it's very convenient because you can use the same book essentially more than once, because you can, save different versions and type multiple things. So if you're doing it for one project and then you want to do it again, you can, or you can go ahead and get the physical version on Amazon. So it's all gravy, it's all good, but that is how you go ahead and you get that book out. And to make the book, you buy the templates from my store, aboveaveragestore.com, and you use them on Canva. Canva is where you are going to be making the check boxes and making the lines and the design. You can decide what size you want. My books are 8.5 by 11, but you can choose whatever you want. They're big. I like the bigger size because I want to be able to write stuff in, and for it to actually be a workbook and not a small book where you are running out of stuff. It's the goal for my book is for you to leave with a product and actually do the work and have that valid and running and working. And so that is my goal. and that is what is happening. So that is where we're at, and I wrote that book in 1 week. 92 pages, 1 week. That's all it took. And that's all it's going to take for you as well with the mindset, because you are writing something that you already know. And if it's taking too long, outsource it. The goal is to get it out so you can start selling. We will talk about that in the next session about selling as well. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hey, my above average crew, and I'm excited to talk to you all about Marketing Makes Sense, my 6-week program to help you go from not knowing anything about marketing to being confident in growing your business through successful marketing strategies that convert. So the link is in the description below, but head on over to aboveaverageuniversity.teachable.com and check out my course. We are going to talk all about the 6 pillars of a successful marketing strategy. Pillar 1, how to create a transformational offer. Pillar 2, how to create your ideal customer persona. Pillar 3, what is your automation system? We're going to focus all about creating your customer journey. So your main focus is to go out there, continue to post, and get new leads. Everything else is on autopilot, and your customer is going through a transformational journey. Pillar 4, your marketing must-haves. Yes, it's important for you to have a marketing strategy for every platform you're on. And so we're going to create that strategy so that you are no longer thinking about what you need to do, but just implementing. So this is going to be so much fun, and it's going to be such a major stress reliever for you. Pillar 5, email marketing. Email marketing is not dead. In fact, it's very important. So we're going to create that email marketing strategy that you're going to do so that you're able to be touching your guests, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or whatever your strategy is that you feel comfortable with. You're going to know so that you can start scheduling these emails, start building out your systems, and making sure that your email list is providing value. In Pillar 6, we are talking all about affiliate marketing. Yes, affiliate marketing is for you. It's no longer just for the influencers and the fashion novas, but we're going to figure out what programs, what businesses would love to partner with you. So I hope to see you in class. Go ahead and sign up.